Okay, today's August 24th. Garden's kind of winding down for what we've got at the moment. We're triple digits, almost, for the next few days, have been for the last few days. Barn's not done yet, obviously. These paddocks, when we moved in, this whole area from where the dog is to his left, you couldn't even see, couldn't even get through. And trimming it with saw, brush cutter, and just cutting down trees that the goats will eat. I've got one milker in here right now. She's eating up whatever. Cut down a tree for her this morning or two, and she'll eat the leaves off and so on. A little bit of hay remnants, not a lot. And this up here, last year just couldn't even really get anything to grow here except dirt and rocks. On the other side, you can see where the fence is. There's a pond up top. Pretty much, I've got about 4+ acres over there, and the goats I've got 9 goats over there right now, and they've taken every bit of vegetation almost completely down, stripped it bare, and again, then I cut trees for them every about 3 to 4 days. I'll cut a few trees down as I'm clearing, and we'll make pastures. Again, this area up in here, you couldn't get through. You just darn near couldn't get through. Old shed we need to get torn down. I'm working on emptying it out. In the far pasture over there, you can see some fruit trees that we've ordered in, heirloom fruit trees, heirloom nuts. Anyways, that again was just briars, brambles. Underneath those big trees there, you couldn't even get in. It was a thicket. The big tree there on the far left, it was almost, it appeared to be dead from all the vines and brambles that had grown up all over it. And last year we worked to just clear all that down, and the tree is just, as you can see, doing very well. Some oak tree, and so we'll have some nut drop that we'll run the pigs through and let them clean up all the junk. And then in here was one of the first parts of the, I don't know if we want to call it orchard, but again, heirloom trees that we've done and run irrigation to. And over here, inside the, I guess we'd call it zone 1, I've got a hugel bed we're working on, really have been working on for a while. Chopping it down, hauling in mulch, that sort of thing. We're about to where we need to haul in 3 more loads of mulch. We get it free from a local equestrian center, and top that off, and then top it with dirt and plant on it. You can see the apricot trees, almond trees, cherry trees, apple trees, a variety of apple trees in there. The ducks range, free-range ducks, they go wherever they choose to, wherever they can get to. We've got 23, I believe it is right now. Anyways, they're scattered. They're scattered wherever. They hang, do what they want. The geese are in here. We've moved them back to, we had dug out this shallow pond. It's only about 2.5 to 3 feet deep. Kind of a seasonal thing, but had a gopher in it that that decided to do some damage. Anyways, so it won't hold. I'm going to have to get some bentonite clay brought in and bring that up so where the ducks can have a real pond. Till then, they just use the water that we have for the goats and the cows. I've hooked up a mister here. I'm fixing to move the cows up in here. We do paddock shift. As you can see, this grass up here, they haven't been on for about, it's about 2 weeks. 2 weeks growth. It's all right, guys. It's all right. An ancona and a ruin. And the cows are down at the other end of the paddock I'm fixing to bring them out of. I've already brought, obviously you saw the water I already hooked up for them. Already dropped their, we use sea mineral, C90. Get it from a local supplier, the sea mineral, and then a free choice mineral and their mineral block. Come on, cows! Come on, cows! Come on, cows! Come on! Let's go! And they'll come up and swap out paddocks. Come on, Kills. Come on. They're excited about fresh grass. Come on. We run Scottish Highlands. Love the long fur. That's the bull Barney. He's a trip. Been really working with him, trying to give him a little extra attention. He's been, he came from a petting zoo originally, from the man we got him from, and anyways, he wasn't very pettable, but working with him, he loves to be massaged on the top of his neck, down to the top of his shoulders and the front. Hey, he'll just stand there and stick his head down and let you work his neck. I sprayed him down with fly spray this morning. Obviously, that's something. If they're on them, you know, they'll swish them off with their tail, their ears, but as long as they're not around their face and their eyes. We've had experience with pink eye, and that's not an inexpensive process to fix. So we've cured that with better pest management off of their face. Anyways, this is the paddock that they came off of. They've stripped it down. This one was a very poor paddock when we moved in and bought the place. I mean, I really couldn't even get grass to grow here. And just with a couple seasons of running the cows, a season and a half, and rotating them through, they've been in here 2 days. It's time for them to go and move on to the new deal, which we've obviously done. We're following them with goats. You can see in the far paddock down here. We've got a handful on this side that we've kept off of the woods. They needed some additional nourishment, and they've got that down here. These guys don't get a lot of tree material unless they stick their heads through the fence, over the fence, which they will do. So we got 2 moms in here with their kids, and a couple other kids that have been weaned off. These were the other trees that we've got planted. That far one was one that the bull had just destroyed, and we've managed to bring it back and get it back surviving. Got barred rocks and buff Orpingtons in a little tractor, little chicken tractor we move about twice a day for them, and then throw their feed in there. Again, we're at triple digits today, so we're rigging up a little spray mister for them, and so they can have some additional cooling. Otherwise, the little redneck tarp that keeps the shade for them, they stick their heads down underneath the end here. But anyways, the solar water heater, gonna have that hooked up to the greenhouse hopefully this afternoon or tomorrow, and that's where some of the ducks will hang out underneath that in the shade. Anyways, appreciate y'all.